long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Like what we understand to be Star Wars, like the idea that like that only came from George Lucas, that only George Lucas holds the key for what we understand to be Star Wars is just untrue. And I think the prequels are an excellent example of that. I mean, the idea that like when you're hiring a director, that everyone is sitting in there waiting for George Lucas and not for the person who's going to know to hire Ralph McQuarrie, that's the problem. That's the misogyny and the problem with the auteur myth as it stands today, because they're not thinking this is the person that will hire the right people and this is the person that will be able to create the lookbooks and direct people to get them to that place. They're just thinking, do you have all the answers? And the truth is that nobody does, and anybody that says they do is lying.
So a delightful backlash has occurred with the dropping of the Acolyte trailer. And I have to start laughing my ass off every time I think of it. And almost every one of the comments on the YouTube Star Wars channel has something to do with Harvey Weinstein. And Leslie Headland's little moment of stupid. So here's one. Close your eyes. What do you see? I see and hear nothing, Mr. Weinstein. And these are just some that I've collected. And this is the problem. First and foremost, besides Headland going on and on about representation of LGBTQ plus XYZ, no one gives a fuck. Representation in her stuff. And this is what the fans are seeing. These are the comments. Meanwhile, Star Wars X account put out a brag that they had more views of the trailer than across their platforms against any other streaming show they've ever had. What they have to remember is A, that's PR. This is what people have to remember. B, if you look at the comments and the ratio, they're getting ratioed into oblivion, okay? And it is literally the most hysterical thing I've ever seen in my life. You see, like how many millions of views, and then you see the likes, and then I don't know how people can see the dislikes because they removed that button, and that was literally after Kathy Kennedy's Oscar video got mashed into regurgitated baby food by pissed off fans. If you remember that one, boy, was that hilarious too. But this is the same thing. You've got a woman who somehow got herself talked in, got the boss at Lucasfilm talked into making a Star Wars show, who doesn't belong there, who has skeletons in her closet, and who is not a creative. She's a fucking activist. Okay? She's a fucking activist. And you're looking at her going, why are you here? Go work for the Human Rights Campaign, bitch. Okay? Get the fuck, no. And there are plenty of people in Hollywood that could do this job better and tell a better story. And know Star Wars enough that they have to respect the canon. I mean, this bitch doesn't even respect the canon, but go to what she says about George in the beginning of this video. There you go. So when I look at the views that they're bragging about, these are hate views. PR agents don't care about bad publicity, but they should, because ain't no one gonna watch this shit, okay?
Urinal cakes? I don't believe this. All these years, the doyenne of Seattle's elite, looking down her nose at everyone in sight. She owes it all to this. She's managed to have her urinal cake and eat it too. Hello, Marta. Like to speak to Maris. Oh, why not? Ah. She's in the final level of her guru's serenity training, the week-long vow of silence. Day 6. No, Marta, that's all right. She doesn't have to come to the phone. Just give her this message. I've flushed out her family secret. Hello, Maris.
This is like the second time something Kathleen Kennedy was part of that got ratioed into oblivion. And it's ratioed on X. It's ratioed on Instagram. It's ratioed on YouTube, okay? I have never seen anything like this. And this is because the two women behind this are poison for the franchise, okay? Look, Star Wars has nothing to do with the Acolyte, okay? When you look at the trailer, you look at Carrie-Anne Moss, obviously the thing that inspired Leslie Forehead is The Matrix, okay? The guy from Squid Games, Lee Jung-jae, I just look at him and go, why are you even in this? Okay? How this got finished, I'll never know. But the fact of the matter is, the fans didn't want it, and Lucasfilm is getting an earful right now, and they all deserve it. They really, really do. The people who are part of this deserve it. Guess what? We thought Harvey Weinstein was gone. He's right front and center with the Acolyte, because this is how it got made, by the means that he taught Leslie Headland. Okay, that's it. That's all this is about. Okay? And everybody is reminding, right now, the fans are reminding Disney and Lucasfilm of that issue. Okay? And that is a BFD. So enjoy the ratio, guys, and keep it up. This is Steph signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy.